Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Travel Food Business Lifestyle Technology. Today I'm gonna explain about the history of Talcado. So let's go inside the video. So Talcado is a desert-like town on the left bank of River Kaveri, 45 kilometers from Mysore and 133 kilometers from Bangalore in Karnataka, India. It once had over 30 temples, most of which now laid buried in the sand. The extant group of temples where the eastward flowing Kaveri River changes course as sand on its bank spread over a wide area is a population of pilgrim sites for Hindu. So let's talk about the history. So the origin of the town is lost in antiquity, but one tradition is that its name was derived from two Kirta twin brothers, that is Tala and Kadu, who's cutting down a tree which they saw a wild elephant worshipping. Discovered that it contained an image of Shiva and that the elephant were rishis transformed. So the tree being mercilessly restored, all obtained moksha, and the place was named Talakkadu, which was translated into Sanskrit as Dalavana. The two stone image declared to represent the brothers are pointed out in front of temple Veerabhadreshwara Swami temple. In later age, Rama said to have halted here on his expedition to Lanka. The earliest authentic mention of the city of Talakadu in Sanskrit, Dalwanapura, is a connection with the Ganga line of king and Harivama, who has been assigned to find place 247 to 266 AD, was according to an old chronicle installed at Skadapura, said to be Ganjalakatti in the Coimbatore city near the Moyar flow into the Bhavani river, but resided in the great city of Dalavapura in Karnataka Desa, then forced Talkad become the capital. So these powerful sovereigns or their subsequent kings of that line were crowned. At the beginning of 11th century, the western Gangas succumbed to Cholas who captured Talkad and gave it name Rajarajapura, but about 100 years later, it was taken by Hoysala king Vishnuvardhan, who drove Cholas out of Mysore. After this time, we find that Talkad was composed of 7 towns and 5 matas or monasteries establishment. The town Mailangi or Mailangi on the opposite side of the river was also a large place and had the name of Janatapura down to the middle of 14th century. It remained a possession of Hoysalas and then passed into the hands of Fedri of the Vijayanagara sovereign, whose line appears to be known as Somaraja. So, what is the curse of Talkadu? So, in 1610, it was conquered by Mysore Raja under the following circumstances of Tirumala Raja, sometimes called Sri Rangaraya, the representative of the Vijayanagar family at Srirangapatna, being afflicted with incurable disease, came to Talkadu for the purpose of offering sacrifices in the temple of Vaideshwara, and his second wife Alamelama was left in charge of the government of Srirangapatna, but she, hearing he was on the point of death, soon after left for Talkadu with the object of seeing him before he died, handing over Srirangapatnam and its dependency to Raja Wadayar of Mysore, whose dynasty ever since retained them. It appears that Raja Wadayar had been desirous of possessing the jewels which was the property of Rani, and being unable to obtain them and eager to seize at the pretext, and he levelled an army and proceeded against the Rani. Rani Alamelamma thereupon went to the banks of the river Kaveri and throwing the jewels into the river and drowned herself opposite to Malangi, at the same time uttering a threefold curse. So let Talkadu become sand and let Malangi become Valpul. So let the Mysore Raja fail to begin here. So the latter parts continue to affect the royal family. So Talkadu is also tagged to the curse called the Curse of Talkadu by Alamelamma on the Odayar dynasty of Mysore. And the Talkadu curse has established itself in folklore as a miracle since the early part of the 16th century because two strange event visible even dead Talkadu, a historical vibrant city, is now being submerged under the sand dunes several meters deep, and the Mysore royal family have faced a problem of having rightful heir to their throne since 17th century. So both of these events are linked to an apparent curse by Picius Lady Alamelamma have defined logic, but based on the data from diverse source and field studies, K.N. Ganeshaya has reconstructed the possible chronology of event of this and acclaimed miracle. Ganeshaya argues that the Talakadu phenomena represent an ecological disaster unintentionally wrought on vibrant civilization at this place. In this sense, the curse per se is an intelligent inserted story set as an overlay. So, using this example, Ganesha discusses the possible process through which the miracles or mites of this kind survive in a society. The curse of Talakadu. Talakadu ಮರಳಾಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮದುವೆ ಮದುವೆಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಸೂರು ಅರಸಂಗೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಬರಬಾರದು. The female Almanama curse this way and may Talakadu become sandy and Mannagli become a whirlpool and Mysore king will not have children. So the old city of Talkadu is completely buried beneath the hills of sand stretching for nearly a mile in the length, only the top of two gopurams being visible. The sand hills used to advance upon the town at the rate of 9 to 10 feet a year, principally during the southwest monsoon, as they pressed it close on three sides. The inhabitants Talkadu were constantly forced to abandon their houses and retreat future inland. The town, however, is increasing its population owing to the rich wet cultivation in the neighborhood derived from Madam, Matri, Anicut and Channel. So more than 30 temples, it is stated, are beneath the sand, but Kirti Narayan temple has been successfully excavated. The most imposing temple left uncovered by the sand is that Vaidyaveshwara temple. In the early part of the last centuries, two temples, Anna Devasra and Gauri Shankara, were unearthed, and four fragments record were found on the outer walls of Pataleshwara temple. On this is a old inscription in Kannada of Ganga period, the other being in Tamil. The Annadeshwara temple is said to have been built by one Chittadhanam Swami, a contemporary of Haidar. A story is related to that of the Swami that he once crossed the Kaveri in full flood, seated on a planted leaf, and that Haidar, who witnessed the miracle, greatly honored him and made grant of land for temple founded by him. A Kannada inscription on the Gauri Shankara temple tells us that this temple was built during the reign of the Mysore king Chikka Devaraja Odayar on 1672 to 1704. The Hoysala ruler Vishnuvardhana conquered the Gangas and Talakadu, and he built the impressive Vijayanarayana Chennakeshava at Belur. So let's talk about Talakadu temple. At Talakadu, sand covers the temple, stone pillars square at the base and made to fit into the wheel below the abkazas lie scattered about. Among the temple of Talakadu, the Pataleshwara, Maraleshwara, Annakeshwara, Vaidyanatheshwara, and Mallikarjuna temple, the five lingas believed to represent the five faces of Shiva in the form of Panchapati and have become famous. But in honor of this five Shiva temple, a fair is held once every 12 years called Panchalinga Darshana, last held in 2009. The Panchalinga Darshana is held on a new moon day in the month of Kartika when the two stars conjoin the stars of Kuha Yoga and Vaishaka. On this day, tradition has it that the pilgrim should first bath in the Gokarna Tirtha, worship of Gokarneshwara and Chandakini Devi, then worship Vaideshwara, and then bath in the northern, eastern, southern, and western stretches of Kaveri, and then worship Akareshwara, Pataleshwara, Maraleshwara, and Mallikarjuna, returning to Vaidishwara after each worship. Finally, worship Kirti Narayan and conclude pilgrim in one day. But according to the local legend, Ramanujacharya, during the sojourn in Karnataka, also called Maranadu, established five Vishnu temple of Lord Narayan known as Pancha Narayana and Kistram and Talakadu is one of the Pancha Narayana Kistram where Kirti Narayana temple was established and the presiding deity in this temple is Kirti Narayana. I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up button and share with your friends. And for more update, subscribe to my channel. See you all in another interesting episode of Travel, Food, Business, Service, Technology. Until then, it's Vignesh Pillai signing off here. Love you all. Cheers and bye. Hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up button and share with your friends. And for more updates, subscribe to my channel. See you all in another interesting episode of Travel, Food, Business, Website, Technology. Until then, it's Vignesh Pillai signing off here. Love you all. Cheers and bye.
If you like this video, hit thumbs up button, and for more updates subscribe.